guys, we haven't made a wreath in a while. So I thought while we're hanging out here, we could make a wreath. We could talk Etsy stuff. Let me make sure that I'm live here. I think I am. Oh my gosh. All right. That's good. All right. Finally. Okay. I wanted to go live like an hour ago, but I haven't used this camera in a while, so it was not connecting. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, so here's what I want to make tonight. Make sure you can see me and hear me, since this camera hasn't been used in a while. This is a sign I'm going to use from Dora. What is her shop on Etsy? Dora's Wood Ideas, or Wood Ideas by Dora. But this is what I'm going to use tonight. And hey guys, I know it's like, what? Oh, Kelly, you were the one who was like, you haven't made a wreath in a while. You're right, I haven't. So at least not live. All right. So you know what? Here's the only problem, y'all. I got a couple of cases of these recently, and let's see if this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. At least 2 boxes only have 17 ties. Now, if y'all are a mesh wreath maker, you know the struggle. I'm going to have to figure out, I have to like revamp all my recipes. Like, do y'all know what I'm talking about? Yes, Kelly, and it is she's on Etsy now, so that's where I got a bunch of those signs. So, you guys check it out. Okay. So we're gonna have to revamp this style. So annoying, right? I don't know why. I don't know if this is like a new thing. God, I hope it's not a new thing, because I can't do 17 ties. I like 18, because then there's an even number, and then you can go every other. But we're going to have to do a different pattern. I mean, I can add a tie, but then it won't look the same. I might have to do that with some of them. With this, I'll just revamp how I do it, but I mean, because I'm making this from scratch. But any of the ones that like are a repeat, I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, so I have all that sign. I have that sign. It's really pretty, light blue, dark blue, and it is black and white around the edges. So I have a lot of turquoise and royal ribbon that I'm going to use on this. I know I could add a tie, but it's just not the same when you have to, because then it'll be like small and weird. Anyway. All right. So the other thing I was thinking, while we're here, we can at least do the poof method and, you know, go around. But do you guys have Etsy questions while we're here? Given that right now, unfortunately, in the times that we're in, Etsy sellers are going to be in high demand. So, you know, especially if people can't get into the stores. So, if you have a shop, I want you to be able to ramp that up and be really using it. If you don't have a shop yet and you want to open one, I would really suggest that this is the time. And if you're just here to watch me create, well, heck, we're going to do that too. I bought the frames directly from Craig Bachman. I got a shipment last week, a really big order, and I ordered 4 or 5 cases of burlap frames, and at least 2 boxes so far that I've gone through have been all 9 ties. I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know if their factory had a little hiccup or what. Not sure. Hey, Kaylee. But this whole 17 thing is going to really throw me off. Because, like, I always usually do, like, 2 patterns. And then I just alternate. Well, you can't do that when you have 17. Alright, this burlap is already starting to itch me like crazy. I haven't made a wreath live in so long, you guys. I don't even remember. Do you guys remember the last wreath I made live? It's been a while. Not that I haven't been making them. I just haven't been making them live. I've been making a lot of repeats, so I didn't have anything like new to make. No, I didn't go through 2 cases, Kelly. I just like opened the box and I was like, this has 9, I threw that to the side. This one has 9, I threw it to the side. I mean, I looked through 2 of them, and like they're right down here on the floor, and they have all 17 ties. Aw, thanks, Wendy. I appreciate that. Is it better on Etsy monthly rate or the 20 cents per listing? So there's no monthly rate for Etsy. It's all 20 cents per listing. There's a, do they have the categories? Yeah, there's no, I guess I'm not understanding the question, but there's no monthly rate to get on Etsy unless you want to pay the $10 a month, like Etsy Plus subscription fee, but that's not, really doesn't have much to do with listing. That's just like a little, if you want some added features in your shop. So I don't know, unless the monthly thing is for pattern, I don't know. I don't know much about pattern because I don't use that. I need to sit down tomorrow and add wreaths. I found a 4th of July wreath behind my office door. Don't know if I put it in there last year. That's funny. I made a 4th of July one today too. I had figured that I had just bought some stuff recently, and I was just feeling that color pattern. You know, you just like kind of get like overdone with a color pattern for a while. Like after Christmas, you're ready for the spring colors. After the spring colors, you're ready for something bold again. Yeah, that's what happened. All right, we're almost done going around. The poof. This is the one, this is this jute and white stripe that I use like all the time for beach stuff. It's a really good neutral base. This is what other thing I ordered from Craig Bachman recently was a whole bunch of like just this jute mesh, whether it was the plain jute or the white stripe, because I use it pretty much 90% of the time as a base, because it's just a nice neutral base, and then you can build on top of it. Then it's not quite so flashy. I think people really like the neutral. This week E-Rank was wonky for me. Did you have a problem with this? I know that Anthony was making a lot of updates to it, Kelly, so I think that's probably why it was wonky. He's been doing a lot of upgrades and updates and whatnot. So that's probably what it is. 2 rails, a girl and a boy one. Oh, that's cool. I'm not a fan of rails. I can't do them. I'm not, like, rails and swags. I don't know. It's like that shape. I need circle. Call me OCD or whatnot, but I need a circle. Okay. Done that part. Yay. I feel like we should have like a contest one day. Like, how fast, we should totally have a contest. That was a really good idea. How fast can you do a poof around a wreath and still make it look good? It doesn't have to, you can't make it look crappy. All right. I think I'd be somewhere in between. All right. Nice plain mesh base. I don't know how much of this white I have. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Hey, Asia. The rails with the signs are so quick to do. I know, Jana, and I, yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I love the look of them. I just don't think that I do a good job making them. I think that's the problem. Other people do a good job making them. I don't know how much of this I have. We'll see. 4. I might not have very much of this color. David gets his frames. Yeah, they all get their frames from Craig Bachman. It's pretty much the only place to get frames. They have the monopoly. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really could use 8. Let's see if I have any more white. Hold on a second. This is not the same white. Ah, this will work. Y'all know I have a few things behind me. So the $10 on Etsy, is that where the categories are for different wreaths? So no, Susie, categories and shop sections and all that stuff, that's all part of normal whatever. The only thing that the that paying the $10 gets you is some listing credits, some advertising credits, customization options in your banner, I think you can do, that's where you can do 5 featured photos instead of 4 featured photos, and there's a couple of other little things. So really, it's, if you're not listing regularly and you're not advertising, I don't think that it's worth the $10 to pay for it. If you're listing regularly and you're using advertising, well then those credits make the $10 feel like only $2 because you're using, you know, you're going to use that services anyway. But yeah, that's my theory on it. Can I do some lives with Jackson's? Oi, I can try. He would like some normalcy. I think that's the hardest thing right now is with, well, no, there's a lot of hard things. That's a lie. There's a ton of hard things. But with kids, one of the hard things is that normalcy, is that like routine that's just totally thrown off right now. So I think that's what we're struggling with lately. He needs his normal, he needs his friends, he needs his school, he needs his teachers, he needs, so it's been a little rough. Shipping advice. All right, Stacy. Okay, so here's my shipping advice. If you're making wreaths, you need to stick to the smallest size box that you can without smushing it and obviously sacrificing you know, the look of your finished product. But you need to yeah, so smallest box, and you don't, like, a 24-inch wreath does not need to go in a 24-inch box. These smush. The frame is only 15 inches. You're not going to put it in a 15-inch box, but a 20-inch box or a 22-inch box is fine. So get the smallest box that you can that fits it. Then research your different options. There's FedEx, there's UPS, and there's post office, obviously, right? 3 main carriers. One of those is going to be cheaper for you than the other 2, like by a lot. And it's going to be different for you than it is for your neighbor. Not your neighbor, but I mean like your friend who also sells wreaths. Because it depends on what hub you're near, what distribution center you're near, what zip code you're in, blah, blah, blah. So what's, where, you know, UPS might be great for you, FedEx might be good for somebody else. So you just have to do the research and play with the numbers, get business accounts for all of them, play with the numbers, using your zip code and the furthest zip code you can think of. What was it? I was going to say something else. I don't remember. But yeah, play with the numbers, get business accounts. Oh, try out on Etsy because Etsy does have a discount. Sometimes it can be even better than the business discount that you get straight from the carriers. So, but there will be an option that's cheaper than the rest. Look for an average of about $25 to ship a wreath to be your new normal with whatever. Find a carrier that falls within $25. That's not expensive right now. That's going to be a good average. Okay. Yeah, Lynn, I said something to Damon about the frames. He asked me if the ties were evenly spaced or if there was a big gap. They're all evenly spaced. So that makes me wonder what's going on. Because every once in a while you'd get one that was missing one and there would be like a big gap. And so you'd know he's just like lost one. No, there's like I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're trying to make them that way now or if it was just like a whole big run that just went bad on in their factory. I'm not really sure. Right, Michelle? Like, this is torture for a toddler and a teenager. Yeah, he does not get it. Okay, so the squares I put in these, 10 inches by 10 inches. That's what I put in. Okay, so let's add some ribbon. I have to, so now again, I have to do like 3 around the outside. Oy. I got a couple different ones because I wasn't sure what I wanted. All right, we'll start with this one. So now I'll see my counts all off. I gotta do 3 plus 4, 7 instead of 9. Let's try this. Y'all, my counts are all off. 3. I don't know if it was to save money. I don't know. They better not be moving towards no 17 tie frames. If you guys have worked with the frames from Sims Pottery, they're sometimes differently numbered ties, but these ones always used to be 18. And when you've been making wreaths for 6 years and now they're going to change it on me. Oh, Sharon, that's so cool. FaceTime is going to be the way how we all communicate now, isn't it? All right. This ribbon, I don't even know where it came from. This is an AC Moore ribbon. Oh, are all the AC Moores closed now, y'all? They were closing. I don't know if they're all finally closed. Let's use... I have some of this jelly ribbon. Should we use the jelly? I don't know if I can use the jelly. I'm not sure that I could... Let's see. Have y'all worked with this stuff or seen it? I don't know. Exactly, Lynn. That's the problem. You have to change your whole formula. I don't know about this. This is just weird. This, I'm not gonna mess with that. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm getting this all wrong. The numbers. Oh, the frame has 17 ties instead of 18. I got 2 whole cases of 17 tied frames. The bubble ribbon. The bubble ribbon? I don't know. It was probably like a craft outlet or wreath shop thing. It doesn't have a store name on it. It doesn't hold up in the sun, really? Well, that's great. I'm not going to use that. Alright, let's do this one. This one is kind of weird. I've never used this one. Kind of looks like... it's like watercolor something. I don't know. We'll use this one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ribbon that doesn't do what you want it to. I think I only want 3 of these. Hold on a minute. Because I'm not putting these in the middle. See? I told you this is going to be difficult. Because there's going to be some I'm going to put around the outside that I'm not putting in the middle. So if I do 3, 3, 3 around the outside, three patterns of 3 different ribbons around the outside, that should work, right? Theoretically. This sign is actually from Dora, but I think Jane has something similar, probably. Hi, Fran. Okay, so we got those. I'm going to do, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'll do this one. If this works. Thanks, Lynn. These are my old ribbon rulers. This was back when I stenciled them. Now they're vinyl, but these are my old ones. I need to get a new set up here. If you guys want them, they're in my Etsy shop. All right, let's do let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting. And the sign has like, I don't know, I guess they're like, I don't know what flowers those are. They look like roses, but I'm pretty sure they're not. But there are blue, a whole lot of blue flowers, so. I have blue flowers. They're just a mixed mash of other things. All right, let's do it. We're just gonna do a 2.5 and a 1.5 inch ribbon in each tie. Earlier today, I did 3 different ribbons. Today, I'm just going to do 2 small ones. Sometimes, I don't know, change it up. So while y'all have me, does anyone have any other Etsy questions? Because now is the time, y'all. If y'all are a business owner or a creative, now's the time that you need to be working on that shop. 1, you've got more time, but 2, you've got that audience now. And heck, I mean, it keeps your mind off of the craziness that's going on in the world. That's not a bad thing, right? Keeps you busy. It makes you money. Also, not a bad thing right now. So, you know, something that I was thinking was, you know, really important is, you know, nowadays, now more than ever, if you know how to make something and you can create something, you'll always have revenue because you can always sell whatever it is you make. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put this one with this one. I don't know. We're seeing how this is going around the outside with 3 patterns. Best place to order boxes. I order them from Amazon. Although, Jane told me earlier today about Paper Mart. I mean, I never really thought of, I guess I had seen some of their stuff on Paper Mart's website, but I never really thought about it. But Paper Mart has some, Uline has some, but if you're not near a Uline distribution center, you're going to pay a crap ton in shipping fees. So, I would do Amazon. Where am I at here? Okay. Yes, I got my red ribbon out earlier today, and I am going to be putting a red bow out tomorrow. I got some of that BeautifulMesh ribbon that I had laying around that I just haven't used because just not something I use a whole lot of. Because that weathers really well. I remember when I did my wedding and I used all that white BeautifulMesh ribbon. I mean, I think we left it outside for like 2 weeks and it was fine. I work at AC Moore, 3 days left on the job, then I gotta play catch up. Wow. Yeah, people are totally shopping online because they're bored and they don't have anywhere else to go. So if you have a shop, now is the time to be adding to it. If you don't have a shop yet, now is the time to be thinking about starting it. Because you've got that captive audience. How are you frustrated, Joy? What's going on? Where are you getting stuck? See if we can help. All right. I don't know what the red means, but I mean, somebody started this for like just as a support thing right now. I don't know, Katie, where did it all start? Yeah, Katie, my office is still open. We are like a supplier to like some of the Northrop Grummons. So, yeah. We're still open too. As long as the shipyards are open and a lot of the construction companies are open, we're open. So I'm gonna see how that goes tomorrow. I'm gonna try and I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring as far as work. Hey, Paula. Okay, so all right, so I got those around the outside, just temporarily. We'll see how that goes. Now now we got 8 on the middle, so now we can alternate. So we're gonna do that one. Okay, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. We're gonna do black. It's black. 1 I haven't started an Etsy due to shipping cost increase and I don't have a computer to print labels. Okay, Jody. So, yes, increase in shipping costs. Yes. But, if you I don't know if you were here at the beginning when I gave some shipping tips. If not, you might want to go back and watch that. But, it just built into my price now. I haven't had an issue. I had to raise my prices a few dollars and I found a cheaper, shipping option with FedEx mostly for me. And I've kept on going. If you don't have a computer though, I mean, I know you can get like a label printer, which is what I have to print the labels. But I don't know if like a smartphone would send, I don't know, does anyone use like a smartphone or an iPad to send info to a label printer? Because maybe The problem with Etsy is you do have to do a lot of stuff like of the setup on desktop. So, I mean, I think you'd have a hard time if you didn't have at least something. I mean, you could do some things on the iPad through the browser, but it's just a little bit more difficult. All right, where was I? Where are the colors? What was I doing? We'll do this. Okay. Joy. So some items getting favorited, but hardly any sales. I guess it would be hard, you know, to, if you want to PM me your like shop, I can look at it later. I mean, there's a lot of different things that could be going on. It could be a pricing thing. It could be a picture thing. It could be a keyword thing. But if you're getting some favorites, then maybe it's not a keyword thing because people are finding it. But I really do believe that everybody can sell on there. It's just you have to figure out what it is that's like the hiccup for you. And then once you can solve that, you'll be golden. I use my iPhone to send to an actual printer, but not a label printer. Okay, so it does work, Kaylee. That's good to know. I only use a laptop, not a desktop. Well, Debbie, laptop, desktop, that's all the same. I'm just talking about you can't do a lot from the mobile app as much. You can do a lot of stuff, but there's some stuff you have to do on like the desktop or laptop version. Yes, my group is still open. So hopefully people, yeah, you guys, I have a group. I have an ebook, I have a group, I have courses, I have, you know, freebies, I have all kinds of things to help you with your Etsy shop. Right now is the time that I want you to be like looking at some of that stuff. Whether it's from me or from somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I just want as many people as possible to be able to continue their businesses. Because this is not an easy time. I'm here for you, girl. Alright, where am I? Okay. Yeah, be careful, Katie. I know that's like an issue with like a pre-existing condition like that, so be careful. I swear, I know I made. Did the whole thing pause? Really? Okay. The whole thing just like cut out for a little bit. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. I lost y'all there for a minute. We lost our internet and cable last night, like completely. It was such a pain in the butt. Looks like we're back online now, but hopefully it does not go out completely like it did last night. Like, you can't go anywhere, and now you're gonna cut off my TV and my internet. I might go crazy. Okay. Alright, so I just got a little hole punchy thing from Amazon. I think it was like $10. If you don't have one and you get a metal sign like this, it doesn't come with holes. That's all you need. So just a little jewelry punch. Right? It is totally the wrong time to be having issues with your TV. Thankfully, I had a couple of episodes of Fuller House saved on my iPad from when I went out of town. I had Fuller House, I had Schitt's Creek, I had a couple of totally random shows saved on my iPad. That was like the greatest thing ever when Netflix did that, and you could save even though you weren't watching on Wi-Fi. The best. Okay. Alright. Make sure. Alright, I'm just trying to wind this around down here. I definitely think that this needs some more ribbon. There's too much white showing when I'm looking at it on the screen. What do y'all think? I'm thinking there's too much. So we'll have to. Oh my god, I love Schitt's Creek so much, Kaylee, that I am saving the last few episodes. Like I'm only watching it on Netflix. I'm not watching it on I don't know, whatever normal cable channel it comes on. And so I'm still on like what, season 5 or 4 or 5. I have literally saved some episodes and not binged it on purpose. Because I want new ones and I don't want to watch them all. Because then I won't have any. Hi, Marie. I'm so sorry. We'll probably all be with you on the lockdown soon. I'm in a self-imposed lockdown. I have not gone anywhere except for the grocery store and the Total Wine pickup. But that was just like in, out, and all I touched was their pen, which I was kind of squeeved out about touching their pen to sign for the order. But that was all. I'm trying not to go anywhere either. Okay, this needs another ribbon. And I'm looking at my stash behind you to try. You know what? I might just do this polka dot. We're going to do the polka dot. Yeah. Can I see the floor of my craft room? Actually, yes. There is a pathway. I had to do some cleaning up because it was getting a little scary. Oh, I'm totally going to add some downloads now. David is so my favorite. Oh yeah, I am with you. I started like Googling like other interviews and shows and stuff he's been in because he's so funny. I'm kind of like small town obsessed. Philly on lockdown. I know, like, that's what I tell my husband, Asia, is like, you should never be bored in this house. If you're bored, and I tell my daughter that too, like, if you're bored, like, something's wrong, because I can think of 800 things right now that need to be done. So y'all don't tell me that you're bored. There's stuff to be done. Like, even random stuff. Like, last weekend, we organized the utensil drawer. Listen, we're organizing freaks around here, but there's always something we can do. The colored burlap behind me. Oh, over there. Yeah, and you know what? Guess how many things I make with it? Because it's itchy. And yeah, I just don't really know what to do with burlap a whole lot. So I don't make a whole lot of burlap things. Listen, Jamie, all you got to do is go live and you'll be so embarrassed by your room that you'll want to clean it that day. That's what happened to me. Okay. Well, Katie, the only problem with burlap is it's super heavy. So if you, the shipping is just kind of stupid. That's what sucks. All right, so that looks a little bit more fall. Wait, come back here. I don't know if I should add more. I'm gonna add some flowers. That's what I'm gonna add. Either that or tubing. The sign, Dora Shaver. Wood Ideas by Dora. I'll have to put her Etsy shop link in the description when I'm done, but I got it off her Etsy shop. Okay, let's flowers are only good here. I can only have 2 of those. These don't quite match. Well, we could use maybe 2 of those and 2 of these. Let's see. No, it's not fall. I don't think it's fall. Is this fall? No. I really wish Sam still had those spring ribbons. Y'all remember the spring ribbons Sam used to have? That's what this is. Yes. This is a spring Sam's ribbon that I just opened. But I was like saving it and hoarding it for a little while. I don't know if these are quite the right color blue. I might use them anyway. Because I don't have any, I don't really have a light blue. Let's see if they work. That's what I said? Oh, I don't know. I didn't mean to say that. All right. Yes, Katie, I think it was. Like, I feel like, you know, the old grandpa when I say that, like, do y'all remember when? But seriously, that was some good times when there was spring ribbon at Sam's. It was like the Christmas ribbon, only better. Okay. Let's put in, you know what? Should we glue them or should we? Sometimes I glue them, sometimes I just use a zip tie on the stems. Hold on, I might have to stand up for this one. I could glue them, I guess. In which case I need to start up my glue gun. I don't want this. Ow. All right. Do I want, maybe I just want these. Oh, maybe I don't like those, that color. So maybe we just do a couple of these. I'm going to plug this in so we can have glue. Oh, I had gotten this 4-inch ribbon thinking I was going to do a big bow, but I don't know if I'm still going to. Yeah, I never know whether I'm going to do a zip tie or, but you know what, today I'm going to glue them because I don't feel like messing with them with a zip tie. So, that's what we're doing. Ooh. That'll work. So we put that there. I don't know if I want a ribbon. I'm not a big like fan. I'm not a fan, but I'm just not, I don't work with 4-inch ribbon that much. Katie, I bet you could totally do it. Hold on, let's you know who does flowers in Wreath really well? Connie. She does flowers and greenery and wreaths really well. And if she would get her butt back on alive, maybe she could show us. Oh, this shirt, I mean, I think it was probably like a Kohl's or something. Nothing fancy. Kohl's or Cato or something. Okay. Let's see. So if I did, what do y'all think? Is that, I don't know. Let's see. If I did, for instance, yes, Connie D, Connie Designs. You know what? I need a longer tail. That's so fun, Sharon. I found a picture someone shared on Facebook of a scavenger hunt to do with kids. And one's indoor and one's outdoor. I'm totally doing it. My toddler tomorrow. Okay, so I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know if it would work on that or not. I'm not sure. Oh, I just lost the flower. Yes, rosemary too. I agree. All right, hold on. I lost that flower. Oh, I did cut that ribbon. And it just fell over. Okay. Let's see. Alright, we have to glue these for sure. The thing is, if I glue them in, I still usually try and wrap the stem around the tie around the stem. So even if it were to like try to come loose, it would not be able to because that tie is around it. I'm gonna wait till it dries a little before I do that. Yes, it's a statement ribbon. It is a pretty large ribbon. I don't know. It might be too much of a statement. Like, I don't know what it's saying. But it might be talking too much. Okay. There we go. That's looking cute. So there's that. What do y'all think? Besides that hanging off. I love the colors of the blues and the blacks together. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is big. I don't know. This might be too big. I mean, obviously I'm going to make it into a bow. I'm going to put something on top of it, but I don't know. It is saying something. Shush, Asia. We are no more tulips, girl. You're about as bad as me. You might be worse than me. Okay. So, like, if we did that. And then we added other ribbons on top. I don't know. I'm not sure, Asia. I'm not sure who has more tulips. I don't know about that. I don't know. What do y'all think? Yes, no, yes, no? Bottom ribbon on a bow. Yeah, I mean, that would have to be for sure. Okay, so if that were like the bottom. And then we wanted to put, let's see, what could we put on top of it? I'm not even sure I can hold all this and do it. This is a rough, you know what? I'm going to zip tie this. That's what I'm going to do. Because this is just too big. So I'm going to zip tie this. I'm going to cut it off, and then I can put things on top of it. There we go. So I don't have to mess with holding it. Okay. Alright, so then we can do another bow. Yeah, I have my bow jabber. I always forget to use that as a holder. I know I have all these bow makers and they do really well. I guess I'm kind of just always want to use my hands. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess I find it faster and easier. Okay. Let's do this polka dot. I mean, I realize that a bow maker can sometimes make a much better bow, but than I can by hand, but then I have to get it out. And I don't know. I like the control in my hands, I guess. A little more. Okay. So that. I already cut that one. I think this was like yeah, this is a Christmas ribbon from Michaels. Alright, hold on. Randy's hand's okay. He's actually doing pretty good with it. He's still making dinner, thankfully, because we would all starve. He goes on, hey, that might work. He goes on Tuesday, and I think it's a different cast of some kind. So we'll see. He's ready to get it off, that thing off, because it's like, it's one of those really heavy casts. And he has, I mean, he has zero mobility, which is what he should have right now, but he's not having much fun. Alright. That worked pretty good, I think, as a bow. Does that work? Hold on, we can see them. Alright. We'll fluff it out in here. Let me get it into place. I don't think this is going to be long enough. I need to come up. Okay. All right. Get that under here. Gotta be careful. These are these Dollar Tree pipe cleaners, and sometimes they're not the greatest. They break. Okay. I don't think I got it in there where I wanted it, but definitely not where I want it. It needs to be tighter. Okay. Then we can cut these. I always go the wrong way. See? I always go the wrong way when I do it upside down. Okay. Alright, let's see what that looks like. And then I think I'm done. Although, hold on. Okay. Now I think I'm done. Move this out of the way. There we go. What do y'all think? Woo! Alright, let me hold it straight. That would be helpful. Not that way, this way. Cute. That bow needs to come up a little bit, like up there, but we'll fix it. It'll be fine. Okay, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I am partial to blue too. Blue and black and green. I like. Okay, well, thanks for joining me for the first time in a long time making a wreath. I haven't done it in a while, so thank you. All right, y'all. I hope you have a good week, safe week. Everybody, be careful. I want to see you here next time. All right. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys. Bye.